Going there, well, it's Ethan here. I just wanted to talk to you today about a little trend that I've noticed lately where video game developers seem to treat us like complete and total idiots. I mean, I could actually remember in the old days back in the PlayStation 1 when a tutorial used to actually last the beginning of a game. You would only go through the tutorial for the first maybe half an hour of gameplay, and that would be it. You wouldn't see it anymore. In this day and age, you have the tutorial running throughout the entire game, and on many games, you don't even have a choice of turning it off. What's up? Do you honestly believe that your audience is too stupid to play your game? Seems a little bit weird to me. I mean, by all means, if your audience is too stupid to learn through the tutorial in your game, within the first half an hour of gameplay, it means one of two things. Either your game is too difficult, or your audience member is stupid. Because how long does it really take to play a game? I mean, if you've been playing games for long enough, like myself, you tend to notice a bit of a pattern in the controls and gameplay, in which case it actually becomes pretty easy to pick things up really quickly. So, I'd just like to say, stop treating me like a complete and total fool. I get the game. I will work things out. And the second thing I actually want to talk to you guys about tonight is a game that I have seen called Scarlet Blade. Now, I actually found this game pretty offensive. Not because of the gameplay. Well, yes, but it's mainly because this game is obviously a porn game. It's intended for an adult audience. And yet, for some reason, you do not need to be over 18 to play it. There is no recommendation of age that I have really seen. I mean, personally, I'd say that yes, although little kids can just go around and say, make their own email account or just say that they're 18 if you give them the option, at least give them the fucking option, please. Give them the option. Give parents the option of catching a kid out if they see their kid clicking 18 when they're clearly not. Give people the option of trying to notice this sort of shit. I mean, this game is just messed up as far as things are concerned. They have characters that cater to sickos. Just sickos. I mean, I saw more than one character on that game that actually resembled a child. And in the background, you will see in some sort of mech. And even the mech has tits hanging out of it. Come on! I mean, half of the characters are wearing very little, and those characters that aren't wearing very little just have their tits hanging out. It's just messed up. What is this fucking world coming to where children, as young as 5 years old, can just go online and be harassed by perverts? This is just asking for trouble. Am I the only one here that's watched the TV show To Catch a Predator? It's asking for trouble. Because all one kid needs to do is hop on Scarlet Blade with the headset on, and someone else will hear that kid's voice straight away. If that person happens to be a pedophile, it's his fucking lucky day, isn't it? He gets to talk sexy to whatever kid that he wants. He gets to try and invite this kid over to his house. He gets to do whatever the hell he wants. This is fucked up. Now, you may not agree with me, and that's fine. This is just my opinion. Personally, I think that this game should either be banned or at the very least receive an adult rating. Let this shit go over to the porn sites. As far as things are concerned, this is an MMO. You can't be having MMOs out with people with their tits out and shit like that. It's messed up. I mean, you even have an option within the game to pay real money to remove your character's clothes. Completely. Just remove your character's clothes. I mean, firstly, they usually just drop you in lingerie, which is basically nothing at all. You may as well not be wearing anything at all to begin with. But then they actually give you the option of paying real money to have these clothes removed. And while an adult will be able to see through this sort of shit, and say, oh, I'm not going to pay real money for that sort of crap, I'll just go and watch some porn. A child will grind and harass their parents and do whatever they possibly can to try and remove this clothing so they can see those titties for 5 seconds, like, oh, titties, oh, titties. I know what kids are like. I was a kid once too. You know, not too long ago, I was a teenager that would have done the exact same thing. Just gone out of my way just to try and get that little garment of clothing off, even though there was plenty of porn out there for me anyway. You know, it's a really sleazy move by the game's developer, and as far as I'm concerned, it's just, this game should not fucking exist. It should just not exist. The main reason why I personally find this offensive is because I actually have younger siblings. Now I have to worry about my younger siblings going on the internet, finding this game on a link, just playing an ordinary MMO like, I don't know, MechWarrior. MechWarrior Tactics, MechWarrior Online. I love my MechWarrior. I love it. I'm actually a founder on MechWarrior Tactics, and if I had known about MechWarrior Online soon enough, I would have been a founder on there as well. I'm appalled that I have to now go out of my way to watch my siblings and teach them about things I would have just liked to hold off on. You know what I mean? I would have just liked to wait a bit. I mean, I don't want to have to go to my, 10-year-old sister and say to her, alright, there's porn on the internet. But now there is also porn on the internet that you do not have to be 18 to watch. And there is porn that you can interact with in games. And there are people out there that are going to want to harass you in them. It's just making my life harder than it already is. I don't need any added stresses. I don't think you need any added stresses either. The world is a fucked up place as it is, and as it is, it's hard just to get by. So, if you have any comments, or anything, please let me know. I would really like some feedback on this topic. Just drop me a line. Help me out here. Let me know if I'm overreacting. Let me know if I'm just being a prick on this. I always take people's opinions seriously, regardless of whether they're trying to offend me or not. Personally, I see myself as an adult. If I don't like what I'm seeing, I'll just fucking look away. Or navigate away from the page. It's that simple. And if you happen to be posting this sort of shit on my page, I have the option of removing it. Personally, I won't, but I have the option. But yeah, thanks guys. Thank you for your time. Please go online, research the game for yourself. Don't just take my word for it. I may be overreacting. Personally, I found it offensive, but it's up to you as well. Thank you again. Have a good morning, evening, night.